Right guys, so it's the day before my trip down to Brighton, sunny Brighton, and what we're going to do now is just going to pop into Tony's tackle shop in Eastbourne to grab our worms. Let's do it. So here we are then, we're outside Tony's. We're just going to pop in, have a quick look round and grab our worms for our journey for tomorrow. Right guys, so there we are, Tony's tackle shop. It's like an Aladdin's cave, there's so much bits and pieces in there. I always find a gem or two. I managed to get 2 packets of riot bait squid, which look absolutely awesome. And then we've got our packet of ragworm there as well. So next time you guys will see me will be tomorrow morning, early morning, and we'll be travelling down to Brighton. Good morning guys, welcome back to another episode of the Eastbourne Fisherman. It is now 2 AM in the morning and I'm just filled up with petrol. Just going to get some Scooby snacks and then we're going to head over to Brighton. We're going to fish the Banjo in Brighton today. So we're going to fish it from 2 AM to around about 9 AM in the morning. The goal is to try and get a ray, possibly through the night time, dark hours, and then fish for the Plaice in the early hours of the morning. Hopefully we'll get a nice sunrise on the camera and it'll be all tickety boom. So I'll see you when we get there and we'll get it all set up and let's do it, let's roll. See you in a bit. Hi there guys and welcome back to today's session. So I've just arrived at Brighton Beach. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and we're ready to fish. So what I'm going to do today is we're fishing a night into day session. The idea is that I'm going to try and fish for rays during the night. So we're going to get some bluey set up and we're going to do that. And then when the sun starts coming up we'll switch over and target the Plaice. So like I said, I'm fishing the Banjo groin in Brighton. It's pretty simple and pretty easy to get to. You just head towards Brighton Pier, turn down Madeira Drive, go all the way down to the Adventure golf course on the seafront, and then just park up there and walk across the beach. It's pretty simple. Parking charges, I believe, are free from 8 PM till 9 AM in the morning, and I've thrown a couple of extra quid in the meter just past 9 o'clock in the morning just to give us a bit more time so we're not pushed if the fishing gets good in the morning. So yeah, let's get baited up and I'll show you the baits we got on that and we'll give it a good go. Right, so baits wise for the night session we're predominantly going to be using, we've got mackerel, quite a few mackerel, and I've got quite a few blue with me as well, so I'm just going to prepare those, get them on the hooks, and then we'll cast out. Right, so we've had a couple of nice, strong, positive bites on the left-hand rod. Just waiting to see if anything develops on there. Right-hand rod's been pretty still. A couple of little taps, but nothing to say, you know, there's a fish on there. But the left-hand one is definitely drawing some interest with a couple of wriggles and a couple of big wriggles here and there. Right guys, so first cast are reeled in and we've got this little fellow on there. Now I've got no idea what type of crab this is. I'm going to hazard a guess and say possibly might be a squat lobster. Yeah, so if you guys know what this little fella is, let us know. I just reeled him in on my bluey bait. Right guys, so it's around about 5 o'clock now. I've been fishing it for 2 hours and it's been pretty slow. Which is a bit disappointing really, because I was hoping to get a ray through the darker hours, but you know, hey, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. A secondary target is Plaice today, so as soon as that light starts coming up and it starts getting a bit brighter, we'll flip over to some Plaice rigs and start targeting Plaice. I've got some mackerel that I'm going to throw out in a minute as well, because the bluey's coming back untouched, apart from the little creaturey sort of crab thing that we had. Nothing at all. We're getting little bites here and there, but nothing's taking the bait, which is very frustrating, but we're going to push through it and see what happens. So here we are then on Brighton Beach. Still pretty dark. The rods are, there you can see the rods. The rods are there, both out. Brighton Pier over that side and the Banjo groin just straight next to us on the right hand side. Nothing much happening then through this nighttime period. Tried some different things, got some bluey out, thrown some mackerel out as well, put a bit of squid on. Nothing was really happening, which is a little bit disappointing. I thought we was going to get a couple of fish. The good thing is that we haven't had any whiting so far. Touch wood. I had a little wiggle on the Akios rod there. Just going to see if anything goes again on that, but apart from that, it's been, like I said, it's been pretty quiet so far. Right guys, I think we spoke too soon. Definitely spoke too soon. I beat the blank on the mackerel with my arch nemesis. the whiting. Happy days, happy days. One fish in the bag. Right, so what we're going to do now is, as it's starting to get a bit light, we've not had much luck on the species targeting through the night, really, to be fair. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start baiting up my rigs for Plaice fishing today. So wishbone rig there, and then we've got a single hook clip down there for distance. Bait, we've got the ragworm there from Tony's tackle. I mean, this stuff looks absolutely awesome, so cheers, Tony. Looks really, really good, that does. I've got some squid for tipping off there, some rolled black lug as well, and then we've got some mackerel. We use mackerel slivers on the bottom as well, and just have a proper mess around and see if we can try and get some Plaice for today. So yeah, just to show you then what it looks like. That's just a bit of ragworm there. We've got obviously the flapping dangle there hanging down, and I've just added a bit of mackerel on the bottom just below the hook. Quite a few of these little fellas coming up now. So there you go, the sun's popping up over there. Hopefully it's going to be a good day. I can feel it, I can feel it. Right, so I'm back up in the tent. The time is now 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock. So from 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5 hours, we've had one whiting and two little crabby, lobstery, squat lobster things. Again, I don't know what they are. So I think I've earned a jammy dodger. So I'm going to have a jammy dodger now. And just sit up in the tent. I just hope at some point today we can catch a Plaice. Man, it's a lot of effort to go home potentially without a fish. All the signs are pointing to that it's going to be a great day. So I mean, I've never fished it before. It might fish better on the ebb, so who knows. Right, folks, we've done it. We've hit the target, which I'm absolutely happy and chuffed about. Hit the target. It's not a bad size, to be fair. I'm going to get a measure up in a minute. So yeah, one Plaice there. Taking on Tony's ragworm. So cheers, Tony. Tip with a tiny bit of mackerel, just a square of mackerel on the end. So yeah, let's get a measurement of this little fella, and then I say it's a bit thin to take home, but they all are this time of the year. But we're going to get him in, get him measured, and then get him back in. But yeah, target achieved. Well, I honestly thought he was bigger than that. He looked a bit bigger, but he's touching 30. So I mean, 30 is a good start. I'm pretty happy with that. Right, guys, got another one to add to the collection. Another whiting. Obviously likes the orange and green beads. Let's get him back in. Right, guys, so this guy didn't just want the one bait, he actually wanted two. Another Plaice in the bag. We're on target. A couple more and we've done a good day, I think. So yeah, not as big as the last one, but he's definitely had the whole wishbone rig down the gullet, so we'll have to be careful when unhooking and try and get them back in, because like I said, they're too thin to eat. So as many as we can get back in, keep the stocks up is all the better. So yeah, two Plaice in the bag. I'm a happy chappy now. I'm a happy chappy. Right, so just a quick little find down at the water. A boom rig, 3 booms, and a bit of tackle on there. Some beads and a crusted bit of lug on there. Anglers don't like losing tackle. One, it costs us money, and two, you know, it's not good for the dogs and other things that, you know, we do get. We don't like just throwing tackle everywhere. So I mean, if you do find any tackle on the beach, give it to a fisherman, because they'll be most appreciated. Cheers. Right, guys, so the Plaice fishing is a little bit slow. 2 Plaice so far. It's now coming towards the top of the high tide, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw this penned mackerel out, just really close in those breaking waves, just to see if we can tempt the bass. Let's give it a go. Right guys, we're banging into another one. Happy days, man, happy days. Three in the bag, 3 Plaice in the bag. They're not big, but a Plaice is a Plaice, and I'll take it any day of the week. I'm pretty happy chappy. On the wishbone rig, lug, tip with squid. We're gonna get this little fella back in, and then we've got the last 2 baits out now, so hopefully we'll be able to grab a couple more just to round off the session. But it's not turned out too bad, considering this evening started absolutely awful. I think we made up for it during the day a little bit, so yeah, happy days. Right, let's get this little fella back in then. Hopefully we can get a nice release this time. Nice release. Let's get him stuck in. Right, here's open for a nice release. Ooh, there we go. And he's off he goes, off he goes. Right guys, so another one has succumbed to the ragworm, which is there. Again, nothing of great magnitude of size, but we are catching Plaice, and that was the target today, so I'm pretty chuffed, man. I'm pretty chuffed. Let's get him back in. I've got one rod left out now. It's the last cast on that rod, and then it's time to go home. The ticket money's going to run out of the car, so yeah, it's been a pretty good day to be fair. Right guys, so that is it for another session down at Brighton Beach today, fishing near the Banjo groin, right next to the Banjo groin, which is there, just to the side of us over there, and the pier over there. It started off etchy. I thought it was going to be really bad today. I honestly thought, when we got down here at 3 in the morning, and the only reason I come down that early was to try and catch a ray and to beat the morning traffic, so I knew that people coming into Brighton does get really busy, so that's the reason why we come down so early. But we stuck out and we fished it, and yeah, on the ebb it produced us some nice fish, to be fair. Total fish for today then, we have 1 whiting, 2 crabby lobstery things that you guys, like I said, are going to tell me what they are in the comment section below, hopefully. Ended up with 4 Plaice and a flounder, so yeah, not a bad session, to be fair. That could have been a lot worse. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hopefully we'll be going for Plaice on the next one. I'm not too sure where we'll go, but we'll see. But yeah, I'll leave you with some views of the surrounding area, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video if possible, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.